Hello students. Today we are going to see one more important industry, that is a pharmaceutical industry. As we all know that this pharmaceutical industry basically deals with it of manufacture of medicines. So in this session we will be dealing with the manufacturing of two important medicines, penicillin and streptomycin. Along with that, what are the wastewater that has been originated from this pharmaceutical industry, its characteristics, as well as its effects and treatment. So first let's see how this penicillin has been manufactured. Normally this penicillin is manufactured from the Penicillium notatum cristianus group of species. So this species will be cultured under submerged aerobic condition in the presence of certain mediums like corn strip liquor, peanut meal, mineral salts, lactose, and then it is subjected to fermentation. So the basic process that involves in the manufacture of all these antibiotic drugs or synthetic drugs is the fermentation process. So once after this fermentation, the mold mycelium will be separated by filtration and then it will be acidified to suitable pH using phosphoric acid. Then the penicillin will be extracted with the amyl acetate. So still it will be having an impure form. So it will be then further extracted with a buffered solution of sodium chloride. So the isolated penicillin which is been finally extracted, it will be get purified along with an extraction with an organic solvent. So when you go to streptomycin, the process is also same as that of your penicillin, where they do here fermentation for the manufacture of streptomycin. But here the species group is different from where this streptomycin medicine is being manufactured. So in the case of penicillin, it is being manufactured from Penicillium notatum cristianus group. In case of streptomycin, it is being manufactured from the molds of Streptomyces griseus culture. So here also the conditions are same, that is this culture will be subjected to submerged aerobic condition and then it will be having a medium of corn strip liquor, glucose, and then it will be subjected to fermentation. That is, this cultural species will be subjected to submerged aerobic condition in the presence of certain mediums. After that it will be separated by filtration and then it will be adsorbed on charcoal or a resin with dilute acids. The elute what is formed will be then neutralized and concentrated. The crude streptomycin will be precipitated by the addition of acetone and then it will be further purified. So the waste mycelium what is obtained from this can be sold as a manure or as a stock feed, or it can be disposed of in any other way. So this is the manufacturing process of your penicillin and streptomycin. When you could see this, medicines are normally manufactured through fermentation process in the presence of certain medium. So where does the liquid waste comes from this process? Normally the liquid waste of this pharmaceutical industry, it comes from the fermentation process, that is the spent liquor of the fermentation process, as well as the wash waters that is used for cleaning of floors and equipments will be constituted with this liquid waste. And the waste contains acids, bases and solvents that is used for extraction and purification of the product will also be added to this waste. And the filter aids which is used like such as diatomaceous earth is also contributed to this waste. Apart from this, the condensates from the barometric condensers in evaporation and drying under reduced process that also contribute to this liquid waste. So these are the various sources of the liquid waste from the pharmaceutical industry. So actually in case of pharmaceutical industries, two types of drugs will be normally manufactured. That is, one is antibiotic drugs and other one is synthetic drugs. So what we have seen earlier is your antibiotic drugs, that is your penicillin as well as streptomycin. Apart from this, we have a wide range of synthetic drugs that is being manufactured from the pharmaceutical industry. Say here analgesics, antipyretics, anthelmintics, antifilarials, antituberculosis, diuretics, hypotics, sulfos, vitamins, and few intermediates like analgin, apitin, semizole, hexavit, cebixin, succi, comiba, and salinex, etc. are the range of synthetic drugs which is being manufactured from the pharmaceutical industries. So in this case, the manufacturing of the synthetic drugs or antibiotics, that depends upon the pharmaceutical industry. So what happens is the variation will be there in the raw material as well as the production of medicines, and automatically there will be the variation in the wastewater characteristics as well as its treatment, because it means that a particular pharmaceutical industry cannot be able to manufacture all type of medicines. So it could be able to manufacture only a few medicines or few drugs. So on that basis, the quantity as well as the quality of the wastewater that is coming from such industries will be varying from plant to plant, and even from medicine to medicine, that is from section to section also. So what is this effect of antibiotic waste alone when it is discharged into that of a river stream or that of to a sewer? Normally this antibiotics drugs, all as we know that it is consisting of all this bacterial things. So it will be importing an objectionable color on the stream, as well as it will be affecting the biological population in the stream because of the development of bacteria for the growth of this culture, which is necessary for the preparation of your medicines. So it should not be discharged into municipal sewer, which will be affecting all the biological systems in the municipal sewers. And penicillin waste, it has a disturbing effect when it is discharged in that of your sludge digestion tank, because of the different nature of your microbes what is being developed there in the manufacturing of your penicillin. So these are the effects of the synthetic drug waste on the receiving water as well as sewer. So here in case of synthetic drugs, unlike your antibiotic drugs, we will be having a wide variety of toxic elements like cyanides as well as heavy metals which are harmful to the aquatic life. And this toxic elements, further it will be interfering with the biological treatment units also. So here the raw acidic waste that is being discharged from such synthetic drug plants, it will be corroding the structures in the sewerage system when it is being disposed of into the municipal sewage treatment plant. And normally this antibiotic or synthetic drug manufacturing process, it's a organic production process, so where you will be having a high BOD content, that is biological oxidant demand. So when it is being discharged into the river course, it will be depleting the dissolved oxygen in the stream, and it will make the stream unfit for the use, because it will lead that stream to the anaerobic conditions, which will be making the death of your aquatic life as well as the flora and fauna. So this table shows you the average composition of combined composites waste from the synthetic drug plant. So we can have a glance at this table. You will be able to see that total solids is here high. It is 1180 to 1242 milligram per liter. Similarly, volatile solids and fixed solids are also in the high range, while pH is in the range of almost to neutral, so it is 6.5 to 7. Whereas we have acidity, phenolphthalein acidity of 25 to 55 milligram per liter, and a very high COD ratio of 4680 to 6800 milligram per liter, and 5-day BOD is also found to be 475 to 567. Here we could see the chloride is also very high to that of 54 to 102 milligram per liter. So this is the characteristics of the waste that is coming from the particular section. So acidic waste from one section and composite waste from the rest of the section. You could see that if this acidic waste is being segregated from the rest of the waste, the other waste will be having a a minimum impact, so that it can be easily treated, while this acidic phase can be neutralized and then it can be subjected to treatment. See here, you could be able to see here in the case of this, chlorides are very high as a rate of 20,500 milligram per liter and 17,000 milligram per liter. Similarly, sulfates is also high, that is 37,000 milligram per liter and 14,800 milligram per liter. So this shows that the nature of the waste that depends upon the plant to plant, as well as from the depending upon the manufacture of the medicines that is being manufactured in a particular pharmaceutical industry. So how to treat this waste? So this is a flow chart which explain you what is the basic or typical treatment for the antibiotic waste. So here the combined factory effluent, which is consisting of different waste, it will be first sent to an equalization tank, because pharmaceutical industry is also not a continuously operating industry, it is an intermediate operating industry. So it is necessary for us to hold the waste for a particular period of time in the equalization tank, so that the flow rate as well as your general parameters like pH, turbidity, everything will be get more or less uniform in its characteristics. Then it will be taken to the clarigister, where it will be added with a lime, so that the flocculation of your impurities, suspended solids or dissolved solids will be get formed. Then it will be get settled down, and the clarified liquid you can remove it up and it can be sent to that of the activated sludge process. While what is a settled sludge, it can be taken to that of the sand drying beds. So in the activated sludge process, further aeration will be given to treat this antibiotic waste. Then it will be taken to the settling tank, where the further settlement of the waste will be get settled. And a portion of this waste is also been, a portion of this effluent is also been returned back to the treatment system. Why? Because normally in this effluent, certain bacteria will be present, which will be helpful to increase the efficiency of the treatment system. So here we are recycling a portion of the effluent to back to the activated sludge process, so that the freshly going influent to this activated sludge process will be easily activated with the help of this bacterium. And finally, the effluent which is being treated, it will be get disposed of. While the sludge from the top water settled in the clarigister as well as settling tank will be taken to the sand drying beds, and from there it will be get discharged. So this is the simple treatment of your antibiotic waste. And this one shows you the treatment of your synthetic waste. So in case of synthetic drug waste, first we are not only in synthetic drug waste, if there is any possibility to segregate the waste, it is better to segregate the waste instead of having as a combined waste, because segregation and treatment will cost less, as well as it is easier to treat also. So here we are segregating the synthetic drug waste into from the 4 units, that is acidic waste separately, as we already saw. The acidic waste is higher. Then the waste condenser water, which is having less contaminant, and the waste from the rest of the section, and domestic sewage. So waste from the rest of the section is from the manufacturing process, or as well as from the floor cleaning, that is your housekeeping process. Everything will be coming under this waste from the rest of the section. So in acidic waste, as we know that it has to be get neutralized for treatment. So this acidic waste will be first added with the lime, so that it will be get neutralized, and then it will be taken to the landfill or sand drying bed, so that it will be finally disposed of. While the clarified liquid will be taken to the filtrate balancing tank and then to the sewer. So in case of waste condenser water, first it will be taken to the balancing tank, that is your equalization tank. Then it will be taken along with it of the waste from the rest of the section to primary biofilter. Because of the microorganisms that is present, it will be taken to the primary biofilter as well as secondary biofilter, then to that of the oxidation pond. Okay, on the excess sludge what is being deposited, it will be taken to the humus tank from the primary as well as the secondary biofilter. In case of domestic sewage, the sewage will be first taken to the primary clarifier, then it will be taken to the digester, and then the digester sludge will be taken for manure. Similarly, the waste that is coming from this domestic sewage Along with it of here, the waste that is coming from the humus tank, together it will be taken to the primary clarifier as well as digester, so that the proper digestion will be there and the digester sludge can be used as a manure. Even the waste that is coming from the rest of the section can also be taken to the sand drying bed as well as it can be disposed as manure. So this is the flow sheet for treatment of waste from a large synthetic drug plant. So what is the main thing we could do, how to minimize this waste is, as we know that the four R's we have to follow it up, that is your reduction, recycle, recovery as well as reuse. So in this treatment of synthetic drug waste, we could be able to see the segregation of your waste has been done. That is one way of reducing the waste for treatment. And other one is we could see the recycling of the wastewater also. And third important thing is we can go for recovery in this medicinal waste, so that we could be able to gain more and more of the useful products from this, as well as it will also reduce the pollution potential of this particular industry. So these are the possible recovery of medicinal products from this medicines. So in case of penicillin production, we could be able to recover the amyl acetate, so that can be used once again in the process. Similarly, in case of aromycin production, we should be able to recover butyl alcohol. So all this recovery process, it will be reducing the BOD to the great extent. So once the BOD is reduced, the amount of organic pollution that is released into the treatment plant or to that of the steam will be get reduced. So it will be easy for the treatment of such wastewater, and it will be leads less pollution. Thank you guys.